Fanny, a hero who stands above them all. The hardest to master, the deadliest when mastered.
Sir, what's your command?
A hero so difficult to balance that Moonton had to reset the entire game just to keep her in check. She's weirdly picked, but almost always banned. So complex, even pros are still figuring her out. So today, we explore the story of Mobile Legends' most unforgiving and skill-dependent hero. This is the story of Fanny. Alright, so Fanny the Blade Dancer is one of the oldest and most iconic hero in Mobile Legends. She was hero number 17, released way back in September of 2016, before Layla by the way. Fun fact, Layla was number 18. At that time, Mobile Legends looked like a cheap mobile knockoff of League of Legends. But Moonton had a vision, and part of that vision was a hero named Fanny. Fanny was clearly inspired by Attack on Titan. She flew around the map on steel cables years before mobile games were even ready for that kind of movement. Back then, mobile hardwares were weak, so our early skill effects were rough and our controls were very clunky. She probably has more bug fixes than any other heroes ever. Our energy system, our cables, our heat detection all got reworked again and again. Yet, our core identity has never changed. A high-risk, high-reward assassin with the most insane mobility in the game. Fanny's entire playstyle revolves around one thing: energy. A skill 1, a simple AoE spin. Her ultimate, a single target burst. But the real game changer is a second skill: steel cables. It gives her unmatched mobility, hands down. 2 cables, you're flying. 4 cables, you're slicing halfway across the map. However, mastering this skill means understanding angles, energy conservation, predicting enemies' movements, all at once. These days, we flame players by calling them walking Fanny. But back then, everyone was a walking Fanny. Until the top players cracked the code. And once they did, Fanny literally changed the game. Fanny dominated high-ranked games and shook up tournaments.
Orang mencoba mengejar Cyclops menjadi korban. Maju di sana berhasil juga dan Kira-kira melawan tim fight tanpa adanya Natalie hanya berwarna Rose mendapatkan kill juga. Sana ada
Bottom turret gone, middle turret is also going to be falling.
Oh my god, Beast! Temperature is going to go down. Rafael is trying to get first down as well. Saber trying to get 1-0 to Fanny, but never mind.
Oh, that time is a little bit too long here. Beast gets in the middle of it, tries to cut through, and gets an amazing amount of damage put out. That's going to be This is going to be GGWP for game number 2.
At MSG 2017, she had a 63% ban rate, the highest at that time. So Moonton nerfed her hard. First, they hit her energy regen. Then they increased the cost of her cables. But what really impacted her was the map and jungle changes. After that update, Turtle and Lord position shifted, making it way harder for Fanny to rotate quickly and snowball early. And the biggest blow was this patch, when the red buff was introduced in the game. You see, before this patch, Fanny could claim buff from 4 different spots of the map. Afterwards, the number dropped to just 2, which meant she had to work twice as hard just to have a buff at all time. And with all those nerfs stacking up, Fanny slowly disappeared from the pro scene. She wasn't picked once in M1 or M2 and only made a 1 appearance in M3. The meta simply wasn't in her favor. Assassins like Ling, Gusion, Lancelot dominated. They were easier to play and yet still very deadly. The early M series revolved around teamfight, sustain, and control. And Fanny? She was built for quick pickups, not long drawn-out objective fights. But everything changed with M4, a real turning point for her. She received small but crucial buffs, which were smoother cables and improved energy flow. At the same time, the meta shifted favoring tempo, aggression, and mechanical skill. Suddenly, the door was open.
Sunshine's gonna fall, that's a shutdown come. Picked up Gary with the cable. Turret falls down though. Kyrie trying to unleash, able to pick up a kill, make it a double. Here comes Albert for the 3 in data. Yumski is gonna lock him down just enough. Cutthroat is able to find his.
To be the stun coming in, not enough. Gary coming in, looking for the damage. Can you imagine that? Whoa!
You Yumski once again.
Albert!
One Sonic Moon.
And connects, not enough damage. They said Call Teasy with the retribution, but Call Teasy takes down Lolzy.
Ken's gonna go in with the Temps Ablaze. Naomi able to find the connection on D7, but look at the backside. Justin falls to Chima.
Oh, it is going to be the China going in the backside. Oh my Venus. He's actually trying to kill, but will not be able to do so. I think it's one more. There's no damage at all. It's not attack anymore. RRQ, they will try for this.
Heading into M5, Fanny took another hit. Her skill 1 base damage was reduced and the energy vision per prey mark was also lowered. And that's why she was picked just 8 times in the entire tournament. She wasn't picked often, but when she was electric.
Gets a good spatial migration, gets chunked, but it's only just a clone. Now Troll with Way to Dragon, that's a good taunt as well. On to Kyrie, and it's...
Anymore gets out. Now done.
Whoa! TNZ showing what he's here for.
He took that last inhibitor turn, and oh my god!
You're doing great.
Yeah, that's
Oh, TNZ, Rosa, dynamic duo on the mid side. TNZ takes him down.
It's gonna be chunked out easily. Getting zoned out. Imagine getting zoned out by a Fanny. Now by Mellow, and now best player 1 gets Corbin.
To the favor of Team Formidable after losing Yaiko. What's happening?
What?
Hiko going in, dropping Logic load. Well, but he will secure it for Team Falcons at the cost of it. Up the penalty zone into the backline, finds Block and Lumen Panda. Yeah, Hiko plus the immortality gets the Lord.
A little bit of damage on Apex. Master goes down. Sunshine's here. TNZ wants to take them all out too. Kid Bomba falls next. Double kill for Sunshine. Sawo looking for the escape.
Then came M6 and a series of buffs that made all the difference. Her mobility felt sharper, her energy forgiving, and her presence absolutely terrifying.
4 members are ganging up. Here comes Kazue with the steel cables, but Mark was the one first man down.
Lunar jumps in, gets the kick. Chibi's out of the picture. Yeah.
This time it's all about discipline, and Kazue goes in with the steel cables, but the cutthroat might actually be able to save this, but Kazue mid side.
A little bit of damage though in there with the Litho. One shot looking for that first kill already. Easy goes down, one shot. A lot of damage backside. AOG unable to connect onto anyone. One shot trying to make his way in. The Hero's Passion finds the target. Fabian drops. Witty drops. Able to flick back. Come out with the damage. Witty, Fabian. Next might just be Ezekiel. Comes the Eternal Guardian. Witty taking off the map. A double kill for Hiko. But Fabian looking for the back line. Able to take out Aaron. Fabian does find Sabo. Fabian might be in trouble though. One shot. Finally wants revenge from the left.
Great job of dodging. Zed comes in, finish on Alien. A 2-man slate with Hammer. PCU sacrifices his life for a kill onto Tien.
Oh my god.
Zed, able to finally get the killing spree on TNZ. Punishes him.
Able to get the split, or looking for the split. Finally does not connect though. Sunset Lover on the backside taken out by Fabian. Sawo in trouble. Hiko with the counterplay. Nibiru's Passion locks on. It's 2 for 1 right now, or 1 for 1. One shot now, look for Ezekiel. Ezekiel might be in trouble, does get terrified. Look for the last hit, able to connect. Kid Bomba.
She was the most banned hero with a staggering 91% ban rate. She was only picked 3 times across the whole tournament. And that brings us to a fascinating question. Why is Fanny so feared? Because here's the thing. Ever since M4, her pick rate has stayed low, but her ban rate stupidly high. So what makes her such a constant threat? Let's break it down. Number 1. Limited counterplay when ahead. Her cable mechanics gives her unmatched mobility and early snowball power. If she gets an early lead, most lineup can't stop her without some kind of hard CC. And that's why teams draft around her, just in case. Number 2. Lane pressure. Fanny's speed lets her pressure side lanes, she can clear way faster, and that forces team to split up. She becomes a macro nightmare, opening the map and dragging attention away from key fights. Number 3. Ambush potential. Fanny can gank from insane angles, then vanish before you can even react. That constant threat, it delays enemies' rotation and destroys confidence. Number 4. Psychological warfare. Even if she's never picked, her presence in the draft forces massive shifts in team comps. That kind of mental pressure makes her a threat, even off the field. Because when Fanny's on the table, everything changes.
Might look to end it here. It's still hitting the base. Tempest Blade's going to be popped. Yumski, though, quite low. And for now, Onyx Esports able to hold on. World-class defense coming up from Onyx Esports. Incredible.
Oh, run, moon, run.
But Here's the thing, in the recent patch, Moonton pulled her back again. They reduced damage on her first kill, plus they slightly bumped the cost of her cables. And now, Moonton faces a dilemma. If they buff her for casual players, she becomes oppressive in pro plays. If they nerf her for the pros, she becomes nearly unusable for everyone else. Fanny exists in a strange balance loop, which only few other heroes ever reach. Because she's not just hard to play, she's hard to balance. And here's my verdict. Despite all the nerfs, despite the learning curves, despite the meta shifts, Fanny still remains one of the most beloved hero in Mobile Legends. Not because she's easy, not because she's OP, but because she's different. The speed, the freedom, the thrill of flying through chaos. Watching a great Fanny is like watching art. The first time I saw one, I was stunned. When I tried, I failed miserably. But every Fanny main knows the grind is worth it, because when you finally get it, nothing else compares.